Hey everyone, welcome back to Papa's Workshop. Today I am testing out this Dustopper Pro. Now this is not a sponsored video. I purchased this, but I want to experiment with this to see if it's going to work. And if it does, I'm going to be using this on another project to be able to help out the CNC machines. For this test today, I have my old shop vac completely cleaned. I have it as clean as I can possibly get it. I took the inside, got rid of all the sawdust, vacuumed it out, dusted it out, washed it out, and made it as clean and dust-free as possible. In addition to that, I put a brand new filter onto this shop vac. The goal is, using the Dustopper, I still want this shop vac to look just as clean as it does right now. I'm not doing any kind of other fancy test. I just want to make sure that no sawdust gets into this shop vac. And I have no idea if it's going to be successful or not. I know I have looked at a lot of different videos over the years, and a lot of people have fancy equipment to test the airflow and the suction power and all kind of fancy stuff. But in the end, there is only one true test. Is this bucket this clean right now? Will it be this clean after the test? That's the only goal that I have. Also, this filter is the first filter that I have bought in many years. I wanted this to be a brand new filter. The Dustopper itself, the design is a very simple concept, and I have built a number of shop-made dust separators in my shop, and some I still use, and they're very effective. But for this test and this application, I wanted to be able to use the Dustopper. I want to be able to use this in conjunction with the 5-gallon bucket. You also have a little package that contains a screw, nut, and a washer. This is so that if you would like to be able to set up a ground wire, you can do that. You have a little dimple right here in this case that you can drill that through, attach your ground wire with that screw, nut, and a washer. And here's a first look at the Dustopper itself. It's completely assembled. You really don't have to do virtually anything at all. The hole that the vacuum hose attaches is a 2 1/4 inch. And you also have 2 elbows that they provide you so that you can use them in any combination that you need. And you also have a short length of the hose. Now again, this is 2 1/4 inches in diameter, and that fits many of the different shop vacs that are on the market today. Should you need a different size, of course you're going to need some type of an adapter to be able to accommodate that. The only thing that you really need to do to have this ready to operate is put in this gasket. Now this gasket is pre-cut. You don't need to cut this. Please don't. This is a D-shaped design gasket, and this top flat surface is the surface that we want up as we put this in. And it slips in very easily. You don't have to force it. You don't have to stretch it. You just simply push it into place. And it should work out to be the exact size that you need. If it's not, then you can kind of maneuver it just a little bit to be able to fit perfectly. I had one section where it rolled over a little bit, and I don't want that. So I'm simply going to take this out and I'm going to set it back in. I want to make sure that this flat portion of the gasket remains flat. I don't want it to roll over on the side. So it's an easy fix to be able to correct this. And you notice how this fits perfectly. The gasket ends meet together, and that's what you want. You do not have to stretch it. You do not have to force it in. And in the end, it's perfectly flat and it's ready to go. I also like these clamps on each side where you can actually lock it down onto the 5-gallon bucket. If this is the first time that you've ever used a dust separator, that's okay. The instructions are right here on there. This is the outlet. This is the part that you connect to the vacuum. This other portion is the inlet. That is where you connect your hose to be able to take it to your sawdust. You also have these elbows that can slip in to be able to have more control over your hoses. The 5-gallon bucket that I'm going to use is actually a used bucket. But yes, I did. I washed it out also and made it as clean and pristine as I possibly could. Again, I want to start out with no sawdust or dirt in the bucket. The only thing remaining is a big pile of sawdust that we need to be able to vacuum up. When I turn on the shop vac and put my hand over the inlet, you can see how that sucks down There's a lot of suction power here. I think it would actually collapse the bucket if I kept my hand on the inlet. But let's look at the actual sawdust itself being pulled up. Now, quite frankly, this is what I expected, because if I didn't have the Dustopper attached, the shop vac would have the similar type of results. It would be able to pick up this sawdust very quickly and very efficiently and leave nothing behind. But let's take a look at the Dustopper itself. You see the dust coming in the inlet and spinning around the outside of this dust collector. And that's the idea, because as it starts to slow down, it falls down into the bucket, and the clean air in the center is going out to the vacuum itself. The job is done. The floor is clean. Now let's take a look and see the results. So if we look inside of the shop vac itself, hopefully it is empty and the filter is clean. Now let's look at the bucket itself that holds the sawdust, and it is completely empty. This is perfect. This is better than I had actually hoped for. I like the fact that the filter is still perfectly clean and that there's no sawdust. And of course now, if we go over and open up the 5-gallon bucket, we're going to have all of the sawdust right here in this one bucket. As expected, there's just a little bit of sawdust on the Dustopper itself, but look inside the bucket itself. That is where all of the sawdust is. The test was successful, actually better than I had hoped for. With the success of this test, I'm now going to be combining the Dustopper with the Fox Alien HSF 800, which is a vacuum that is dedicated for the CNC machines. So that's going to be in the next video. I also have the Dust Boot by Fox Alien that goes onto the 400-watt spindle. I'm also going to be able to use this same setup over not only on the Fox Alien XE Pro, but also on the Fox Alien Vasco with the DeWalt 611 router. And I'm also going to use this same setup on the CNC for Newbie, the new carve, which means I'm going to be able to retire the shop-made Dust Boot that I had for this machine. And all of this means I'm going to be building a cart to be able to hold the Fox Alien HFF 800 and the Dust Boot so I can roll it around the shop. Many of you have been following my channel now for quite a while, and you know how much I hate being able to have the dust in the air. And the CNC machines definitely throw off a lot of dust, as well as a lot of the other tools. Having this Dustopper connected into the shop vac, I think I'm actually going to pick up another one of these Dustopper for the shop vacs, and I'm going to have one that's dedicated to this HSF 800 for the Fox Alien vacuum. Now that's going to really keep the dust down in the shop when I'm using the CNC machines. And the nice thing about it is I'm going to build a cart that I can roll this around and attach to the CNC machines, whether it's the Fox Alien machines or attach it over to one of the other machines. Not going to want to miss out on that video, so I hope that you subscribe to the channel. Or don't forget, right down there, and hit that bell notification, because I've got a lot of videos coming up real quick to be able to help you keep your shop clean and dust-free. Or at least less dust. I don't know if we'll ever be successful at making a shop totally dust-free, but we're going to try. So until next time, I look forward to seeing each and every one of you. So for now, bye-bye.